Good afternoon. This is Sam. Hope you're doing okay today. Today is Sunday, July the 4th. Happy Independence Day to everyone. Well, it's been a little while since I've done a What's Sold. So I figured I would do a What's Sold for you all today. So we're going to go to my app, my eBay app, and we're going to open up a few items and see what has sold. So I'm going to go to my computer also and pull up the prices that I have paid for things. Well, in the meantime, while I'm getting myself organized, I just want to say, we are truly blessed to be born in this country. The United States is a country with a lot of flaws and a lot of things that could be improved. But if you look around the world, you'll find that there is no country like the United States in the world that allows the freedoms. You hear that ambulance? I live down the street from an ambulance company, in case you haven't noticed. But going back to what I was saying is, in the United States, we have more freedoms than anybody can possibly understand who has not traveled outside of the country. Now, I have traveled outside the country myself. I served 20 years in the United States Air Force, and in that 20 years, I served in one foreign country for at least 3 years, and that country was the Philippines. I was stationed at Clark Air Force Base, located in the Philippines. I was there for 3 years. And my oldest child, or he's not a child anymore, he's 30 years old, but my oldest son, Justin, was born when I was stationed in the Philippines. So he was born on Philippine soil in the at Clark Air Force Base in the Philippines, and so he was able to have a dual citizenship, or he could have had dual citizenship for a considerable, until he was, I think it was 19 or 21, whenever you have to decide. But anyway, he, of course, naturally kept his United States citizenship, and he is doing good. So here we go. I have pulled up the what I have sold in the last month, and I'm only going to go with the big. I'm only going to talk about the biggest items. I have sold a total of 5 of those electronic cash registers, the Royal cash registers. Now, if you remember, I had in one of my earlier videos, I had a stack of 6. I had 6 of the first type of Royal cash registers. Those cash registers were the ones that have the thermal printing, and so you don't have to buy ink for them. Now, the second set that I purchased, there were 5 of those, and all 5 of those sold in less than a month for $125 a piece. And I'll put up here somewhere a picture of the 5 that or the cash register that I sold. It is a 500 DX, and the ones that I had earlier were, I think, 200. Let me see to make sure. Yeah, I think they were 200 DXs. So that was a pretty good selling of those cash registers. They sold very quickly. As I said before, I paid $40 a piece for those, and have sold a total of 9 of them. So that's pretty good. So I'll put the total number up here somewhere. But 5. Let's see. Let's add this up real quick. So let's see, the total is 9 times 125 is a total of $1,125 in sales. Now I had $40 in each of them, so 1,125, 40 times 9 is 360. 1,145 minus 360 or 160. $998, so that's pretty good. That's a pretty good haul for a couple of cash registers that they didn't know were valuable. So I also showed the ping golf clubs that I had, the blue dot golf clubs, and I've already sold one of those for $34.99. I don't think I ever mentioned exactly what I paid for those when I bought them. And those ping golf clubs, I purchased all of them for $25. So I've sold one of them, and I've got, I think, 6 more, and I'll sell them for about $34.99 a piece as well. I sold a free play self-powered AM/FM radio. It was a solar and crank radio, pretty cool radio. It's clear and you could see through it. I sold that for $59.99, and I purchased that at a yard sale for $5. So that was a pretty good turnaround on that. I've already sold a bunch of the Hot Wheels cars. I'm still selling them. I sold a lot of 4 for $15.99. So you know, I've already made my money back and then some on that. So I'm really into the profit on that. Now the vintage Barbie with the you saw the vintage Barbie a few episodes back. I've only listed one of the outfits, or a couple of those outfits on there, and one of them has already sold. It was a formal red dress. It sold for $19.99. So, so now I've sold out of that lot that I paid like $115 for in the case. I've sold the Skipper Barbie for $45, and I sold the dress for $17.99. So I haven't quite paid for the purchase yet out of the sales, but I'm sure that over time that will certainly be the case. But that vintage 1963 Mattel Barbie doll, Skipper doll, sold for $45, and that one was a pretty good sale as well. I sold an Odyssey White Hot V-Line 33-inch right-handed putter for $155, and I think I have $5 in that putter, so that was a really good deal on that too. So the perfume, I've gotten a couple of items of perfume that I showed on an earlier episode, and the Artistry Essentials Hydrating Lotion, one of the Amway products that I had in that lot that I had purchased for $15. I bought the whole lot for $15, and I've already sold several items out of that. I'm way into the profit on that. I've probably made in what I have sold so far out of the perfume on that lot. I have sold over $175, and then add the $29.99 on top of that. So we're at around $200 on the perfume items that I purchased from that one lot that I showed in one of my previous videos. So I am learning as I go that you shouldn't limit yourself to any one particular thing. If you see something in a yard sale or at a thrift shop and you're out and about and you think it might make money, and you look it up and it looks like it's got good sold comps, if you look it up on eBay's website, if you're a reseller, or I know some of you are not resellers, you're just out there buying stuff for yourself that you like, and that's fine too. But if you're if your interest is in reselling and you want to get out there and make a little bit of money on the items that you purchase, then you can really do good, but you got to do your research. You can't just go out there and randomly buy items. You really need to be able to look those items up as you're purchasing them, so that you know that what you're getting is going to be able to be resold. You don't want to have that item and just hang on to it forever. Speaking of that, another one of the items that I saw on another reseller's YouTube is a Coleman lantern. That was Harry Tornado. He had one of those green Coleman lanterns, and in my one of my last videos, I think I mentioned that I purchased 3 Coleman lanterns. I paid 10 for one, and I paid 5 a piece for the other 2. I wasn't real clear on that. I think I started out saying I paid 10, and then I told you I paid 5, but no, I paid 10 for one of them and paid $5 a piece for the other 2, which was a really good bargain. But one of those Coleman lanterns, the larger one, the Powerhouse dual fuel lantern that was silver and it was unused, it sold, and I had the box for it too. I don't think I showed the box on the video, but it sold for $110, and I had $10 into that, so that's $100 profit already on that. So that was really good. Also, trying to see if I didn't miss anything. That makeup. One of the items that I sold of that makeup is this face cream. It comes in like a lipstick tube. I'll show a picture up here. But it's called Boom, and it's by Cindy Joseph in Cosmetics. And if you see that stuff, be sure and pick it up, because it is definitely valuable. But I ended up selling the 3 of those together for $69.99. And like I said, that was the $15 lot of makeup and perfume that I bought. And it really, like I said, that's just a cash cow. It just keeps giving and never stops. So that's a few of the items that I have sold in the last month or so. It's been a not as busy of a month in the month of June as May was. I think I did over like $1,200, $1,300 in May, and that's not bad at all for a part-time reseller. But in June, I think I did under $700, which is not bad, but at the same time, it's not as good as May was. And one of the things that I'm doing as a part-time reseller, I'm not really wanting to have to come home from a day of work and sit down and package up 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 items. So what I did is that I purposely price my items a little bit high so that I can sit on them for a little while, so that if they don't sell right away, that's okay. Because I'm not really wanting to sell a tremendous amount of items. I'm not a full-time reseller. I'm a part-time reseller, and that's, you know, the name Side Hustle Sam is a side hustle. So I am a part-time reseller and a part-time Airbnb host, and I'm also in, you know, doing the Airbnb business as well on the side. So, you know, the time is really limited from the time I get home from work, about 5:30, until the time I go to bed, probably about 10:30. There's just not a whole lot of time in the day to be doing the reselling stuff. But if I sell 1 or 2 items a day, or if I sell, you know, 1 item a day, then it's not too bad to come over here to what I call my world headquarters and wrap that stuff up and get it in the mail and send it on to the buyer. And usually the items that I send it most of my stuff by, actually I send all of my stuff by the United States Postal Service. I hear other people talking about sending their items through other types of postal services such as UPS or FedEx. I have not done that yet, but I understand if you're going to ship larger items that it's more cost effective to try to send them through FedEx or some other type of mail. So the UPS is kind of expensive, but one thing about UPS is you can get free boxes, and you know, when you sell those golf clubs, those boxes that fold into tri size, there's like, it folds into a triangular shape, and you can put the golf club in there, and it just fits perfect. So maybe one of my future videos I will show a boxing of a golf club or some item that needs to be put into that type of box. But also you can order things like these stickers from the United States Postal Service. This is a fragile sticker, and all of the items that you can order from the UPS, United States Postal Service, are free. You can just go online to the United States Postal Service website and order the items you need, and they'll arrive within 3 to 4 weeks. So if you're doing reselling and you don't want to keep a whole bunch of boxes around, like you've seen in my videos, stacks of boxes sitting up next to the wall, then that's a good idea to get some of those boxes and keep them stored in an area that you can keep them organized. So that's going to wrap up my video for the day. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and a like, and be sure and subscribe. And I hope to see you on the next one. So I'm going to end this right here, and thanks for becoming a member of my channel, and I hope that you continue to watch. So in the meantime, you have a good day and happy 4th of July, and I hope that the rest of your week goes well and you are blessed. Thank you, and talk to you soon.